If you don't want your makeup melting in this summer heat wave that we're having, I got you covered. I'm going to show you some of my favorite products and some of the tips and tricks that I like to use to keep my makeup locked in this summer heat. So I've already put on my skincare, but the last step that I'm going to be using is a sunscreen. I'm going to be trying out a new sunscreen today. This is the iUNIK, it's a K-beauty brand. It's the Centella Calming Daily Sun Water. It's an SPF of 50 and it's PA+++. Look at the consistency of it. It's very interesting. It's literally like water. I insert a clip over here on the screen to show y'all how it is because I can't hold my hands up or it's just gonna fall out all over the place. So not only is it going to provide some sun protection, but it's also going to really give us some extra moisture. I was expecting this to fully dry down. This is how it looks fully dry down. This is a crazy amount of glow, almost like a primer. Like it has some grip to it. That's crazy. But let's move on. First thing I'm going to use is concealer. The concealer that I'm going to be using is from the drugstore, girl, and this is really good. This is the Maybelline Lifter Concealer. Usually, you guys, when I'm doing makeup, you guys, I go in with two different concealers because I like to use a shade that is my skin complexion or like one shade lighter than my skin complexion, and then I'll use a brighter shade. But today, I'm only going to be using one concealer. It's hot. I don't want all of that makeup underneath my eye. When it's this hot outside, I'm not about to put all of that under my eye because all that's going to happen is it's going to crease and it's going to look crazy. We're just going to let that sit, okay? And while we let that sit, we're going to go in with our bronzer. The bronzer that I'm using is the new Rhode bronzer. This is the Rhode Pocket Bronzer, and I'm using the shade Drench. You guys, I've not been able to put this down since I picked it up. It's really that good. It's so creamy, super blendable, and the shade is just so pretty. It's super pigmented. A bit on the side of my nose. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend this bronzer in. Speaking of Rhode, I did buy some things from the summer 2026 launch. I bought this bronzer. I also bought the highlighting milk, and I bought one of the lip tints. And that's not my first time buying anything from Rhode, but it is the first time that I bought anything from them in a very long time. It's been years since I bought anything from Rhode. Like, I really loved their lazy milk, and since she came out with it in a highlighting milk, I'm like, okay, that's cute and would be really pretty for summer. I just messed up that concealer on my nose. Nothing I can't fix. Alright, so that concealer has set for long enough. Let's go ahead and blend her out. You know what? I like the way that these creams are blending out on top of that sunscreen. I feel like this is an ad for the sunscreen at this point. It's not what we're here for, but I am here for it. As you've noticed, I still have not gone in with the foundation. The reason why is because we are going to be using a powder foundation today. So that's like that's what's going to really keep everything together in this heat wave is the powder. I feel like you know what? I like the way that these creams are blending out on top of that sunscreen. Just blending everything together. As you've noticed, I still have not gone in with the foundation. Is because we are going to be using a powder foundation today. That's what's going to really keep everything together in this heat wave. When it comes to doing your makeup in the summertime, when you're going to be out and about and in the heat, the foundation that you use is the foundation of the look. If you use the wrong foundation in the summertime and in the heat, you're going to be melting. Powder foundation, perfect for summertime. I'm going to take my little blender. So I'm going to take my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist spray, and I'm just going to spray it, and I'm going to blend out the edges of everything so that it's nice and seamless before I go in with anything else. I'm going to go in with my blush. You guys compliment me every time I wear this blush. This is the Covergirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Blush Balm. This is the shade Spiced Rose, and sometimes I do apply it directly to my skin, but I find that when I do it that way, it tends to lift up what's underneath it. I'll just take a brush and apply it to the cheeks. And that way it's a lot easier to control how much you apply and where you apply it to. And to me, it makes it easier to blend everything out. Last step before I go in with my foundation, I am going to set my under eye and my T-zone. Today I'm going to be using the One Size, and I'm using the shade Translucent only because I'm really liking the color of this concealer and I don't want to alter the color of it. I really like this One Size because it's matte, but it don't look dry and cakey and crusty, and it blurs and smooths. Just gonna go ahead put this right under my eye. Now I know that looks a little scary. It's all gonna come together, especially above my brows, because that's where I tend to get like really oily really quick. Now we're gonna go in with our powder foundation. The reason that I like a powder foundation specifically for the summer, because it's going to stay matte and it's gonna control your oils, your excess oils. Even if you sweat, this foundation specifically is sweat proof and waterproof. While you're out there sweating in this heat wave that we're having, your face is still gonna be locked in. The way that I like to apply this is tap my brush in here. Make sure you're using a nice fluffy brush. This one that I'm using is the Morphe Aerial brush, and this is the 821. I like to lightly swirl, and I'll start down here at the bottom and work my way up. And I am going over the blush and the bronzer, but that's okay because we are gonna go back over that with a powder blush and bronzer. And I'm also gonna take just a bit on my forehead. I like this powder specifically because while it is matte, it doesn't look dry and it doesn't look cakey. Flawless, but natural. I don't really apply that much of this, but it is buildable. So if you want to apply more, you can definitely build it up. You can build up as much as you like and it's not gonna look crazy. All right, now we're gonna go in with the rest of our powders. I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place Blush and Bronze for my blush today. I'm actually going to mix shades. So first I'm gonna take this light shade and apply it like at the top of my cheeks so I can kind of transition this. And then I'm gonna take this brighter pink shade, and it's very pigmented, so definitely tapping it off, and I'm just gonna lightly tap that onto the apples of my cheeks. I don't really want to do too much with my blush. I do want to be able to see it, and it's easy to go overboard with this blush because of how pigmented it is. So the reason that I'm using this blush in particular, aside from the color palette being absolutely stunning, is because these blushes don't move. Most powder blushes tend to like fade throughout the day, especially in the heat, but these, they're gonna stay all day. We're gonna go in with our powder bronzer. This is the MAC Sunstruck Radiant Skinfinish bronzer, and I have the shade Rich Rosy. I just picked this up, I think last week I bought this, and immediately obsessed. I had the old formula of this, but I had like a really deep shade. It was just way too dark for me, but this is perfection. The formula is perfection. With this shade, I can go overboard and it's not gonna look crazy. That's just like the perfect shade. I don't know about you, but in the summertime, I like to glow. Not just on my body, but I do like a little bit of highlight. I'm not typically a highlighter girl. Summertime is the exception, okay? Highlighting type of blush. This is the Milani Baked Blush. They're calling it a blush, but like I said, I think it's more of like a highlighter, blush topper. That's what, like a blush topper, that's what it is. And this is in the shade Dolce Pink. Obsessed. I personally love a pink blush, and the way this makes a pink blush look, this is gorgeous. I just load my brush up. I take it right on top of my blush. Look at that. I love makeup. This is the type of product that I have to put down because I'll get carried away because of how pretty it looks. I just want to keep putting it on. So pretty. All right, I'm gonna do a mascara today, y'all, because I've been trying to step away from lash clusters for a bit. Today I'm gonna be using, dang, I'm using a lot of MAC Cosmetics today. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I'm gonna use the MAC Stack mascara. Don't we use brown today? Using the brown one. This one is called Chestnut Stack. I love a brown mascara. So in the summertime, we're gonna be out and about, eating and drinking and living it up, having a ball, right? We don't always wanna reapply our lip liner all the time. Lip stain, especially a lip stain liner. Once your entire lip combo wears off, you can just throw a lip gloss on. You'll still have that lip liner look. It's still gonna look good. Lip liner stain that I'm using is from e.l.f. This is a really good one and it's only $5. I'm using it in the shade Molten Chocolate. This is their deep brown shade. And this is like a dupe for the Huda Beauty. I think it's the Huda Beauty lip stain liner. You see how dark brown that is? I'm gonna go on top of my lip liner stain with a pencil lip liner. I'm gonna go on top of this with MAC Chestnut just so that I can blend. Because the only thing with the lip stain liner, you cannot blend them. They dry down so fast. Let me show y'all what I've been loving on top of my pink lip combos lately. These CoverGirl Yummy Glosses. It looks really bright pink, but it's not. It's really sheer. So glossy, so juicy and pretty. Final step, we are at the end, a setting spray. The one that I would highly recommend is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. When I tell you, it's gonna lock everything in. And the thing about this is that the longer that you wear it, the better your makeup look. It absorbs sweat and it like mattifies. But if you don't want to spend a coin on this, I have another option for you. This right here. This is what I was using before I bought the Danessa Myricks. This is the Loreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. When I tell you this is incredible. If you don't want to spend a coin on this, girl, don't even worry about it. Just get the L'Oreal Infallible setting mist. This is gonna keep your makeup on for as long as you want it to stay on. But today, that's it. It's really good, if I do say so myself. As always, I will try to list everything down below in the description box or put it here on the screen for you guys to check out if you wish to. If you guys have any questions for me about any of the tips that I gave, then let me know down below in the comments, or if you just want to chat down in the comments, let's do it. We can chat it up. As always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.